Hello, and welcome to Star Trek Online. Today I will be starting a brand new character and taking them all the way to the end mission. I won't be focusing too much on the instances or the dungeon type things. I just want to be focusing on the story and going from there. Adjust the microphone, 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, that's better. So, as I've said on Twitter for the last few days, I've been figuring out a plan of what sort of character I want to create. Before I do that, I want to take a quick walk through my existing characters, so I can show you what I won't be creating. So, starting at the bottom, got 1 of 4. This was my first character. Here he is, the Borg. Got a few rare bridge officers. You can see he's flying in Excelsior. Then came 0, another Borg. Yes, another Borg. Milshi McDougal, who was my joke character. And yes, another Borg. This particular one specialises in the temple ships. As you can see here, got the, I think it's the Aeon at the top there. Here we've got another Borg, but this time it's a Klingon. My Romulan Federation. This is my Trill. Another sort of joke character, Pugwash, who's a Nautican flying Feklia, I think that is, I want to say it is called. And what was it? Yeah, basically his speciality is like he steals stuff and things like that. This character is based off of the captain in my Star Trek Adventures game. This one's my Andorian. So today I'm going to be creating something I've never played this particular race before. So you start with a new character. Now, it's not going to be a Klingon. It's not going to be Romulan. It's not going to be one of the traditional members of Starfleet. It's going to be one of the original founding members of Starfleet. And I think for this one I want to go with male because you'll see in a minute why I want to go for male. Now, if you know anything about the Star Trek lore and the Federation, there were 4 races that joined together to form the Federation. Vulcans, Tellarites, Andorians, and of course humans. Now, as you saw on the title screen, I've already got an Andorian. I've got a Bajoran in that as well. So the choice is, do I go with Vulcan or do I go with the Space Dwarfs? Yep, I'm going to be playing a Space Dwarf. Down the side here, you can see the 3 different specialisations, or career paths I should say. Tactical. It's going to take you a bit of getting used to the different colour shirts. Science and engineering. Sticking with the Space Dwarf theme, I'm going to be going with engineering. So, let's go on to the next stage. This is where I can pick what he looks like. Now, that's not really a sort of Space Dwarfy beard, so I'll come back to that one. But because I'm creating what's called a TOS, or the original series character, I've got a much fewer choices to go between. So I've got the original uniform, medical, don't really want that, or dress. Let's go with standard uniform. Just apply it to him. Okay. Now I want to find a nice big beard. Something that could become something epic. Okay. No, I don't want to have short. I wanted to have. Yeah. Let's give him a bald head. Okay, so let's go to. See what tattoos, scars. Tattoos and scars are very subtle and probably won't show up too well on this. Don't worry about the flickering, that's me just selecting the different options. You can see it on his nose, they don't really stand out too much, so I'm not going to give him a scar. Eyes, reflective, humanoid, small eyes. Let's give him reflective. Just give him eyebrows. I want to have some big bushy eyebrows. Yeah, that'll do. Hairstyle. Let's see the versions of hairstyles. That one. No. We'll keep him the bald and give him the big beard. No, that just looks wrong. No. Again. Nope. Nope. So it looks like it's going to be the epic beard. Okay. See if there's a slider to increase the size of it. Mess around with all the different things, yeah. Just makes it give him a really big head. Really big. Head oval height. You can't really see it on here. Change his head there. Yeah, let's give him a big head as well. A massive head. Let's crank everything up to the max there. Cheek size. Let's give him some big flappy cheeks. Cheek position. Go for the eyes now. Go for the eyes. Let's just crank everything up to the maximum and see what it really looks like. Everything apart from his height, I want him to be big, bulky, but ultimately quite small in terms of height. So just... You can't really see it too much on there, but oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, nice big nose there. Oh, even better. Nice big piggy nose. Right, what about his mouth? Wide mouth or small mouth? Just give him a small mouth. Mouth position. Nice big wide jaw. Yeah, you can see it's widened the beard a little bit there. Jaw height. You can't really, again, if you look carefully you can see things gone there. Chin there, it's going to be a big chin as well. Okay, let's go for the body. Yep, big belly, really big belly. I want this guy to be chunky, well built. He looks right from the front. You can see his gut. No, that doesn't look right. It would be tight, bulky, chest size. He looks like some kind of mutant, but appropriate for the Space Dwarf theme that I'm going for. Give him long arms. Really bulky, muscular arms. Yeah, he's. That's it. That's what I like it so far. Zoom out just a little bit. Long arms or short arms? Long or short? Long or short? Let's give him massive hands. Chunky hands as well. Long fingers. Okay. leg length. Yep. Or there. Yep. That's good. Got a little stumpy, bulky Space Dwarf. Change his eye. I can't really change his eye card too much. Let's keep it with that. Well, let's see. Starts. Oh, I can give him overall height change. Yeah, it's making him a real dinky little fella. Brawler. No. This is like his default stance when he's not doing anything. Gruff, relaxed, stern, swagger, forward, twitch. Let's give him a swagger. Okay. What next? I think we're done. On an appearance, let's go to his backgrounds. Let's see what the random suggester is. Actually, I'm going to go with another character from my Star Trek Adventures game. Mal. Well, it's very similar name. Clarvan. What about ship? Jupiter. Fairland, Yukon, Lyman, Campbell, London. Appropriate, because I live in London, but doesn't really fit in with his theme. Casper. Nope. Bastago. No. Thames, another London reference. Fuel. Turia, Heron, Brooklyn. Well, his surname is his surname. Cherokee, Derbyshire, Chihuahua, Nanking, Hermes. Yeah, go Hermes. Do I give him a middle name? Let's just change up here as well. Clarvan. There we go. Mal Clarvan. Okay. I'm going to leave the biography blank. Let's just quickly adjust that. One thing I will say as well is I am running, well, I'm going to be using a build as my baseline for my character to sort of give me a guideline of where to go from, because otherwise I'd be spending, excuse me, itchy nose, otherwise I'd be spending absolutely ages trying to decide where I'm going to put all the different points and skills and things like that. So if you see me sort of pause and do it, I will try and keep it down to a minimum, but say if you do see me pause, that's what I'm doing. I'm just checking my build guide, because I don't want to be spending ages now. I want to focus on the story of this guy. Right, so let's begin. Would I like to proceed immediately to Earth Space Dock? Now I'm going to play the tutorial because I think it's slightly different when you create a TOS character as opposed to a normal character. So let's just... Yes, it is different. Now one moment as I set up my UI. There we go. Let's apply that. Now, as you can see, it's got a sort of grainy, let's just minimise that. It's got a very grainy look to it. This is deliberate. It's to sort of invoke the feel of the original series. I think it does it quite well. So occasionally you see sort of weird artifacts, the screen might go a bit blurry. Don't panic. It's supposed to be doing that. And the other thing I have to do as well...
People you can interact with have icons above their heads.
Yes, I know that. Thank you. The other thing I have to do as well is, because of the nature of the character I'm playing...
To move, use the W,
yes,
A, S, and D keys.
Thank you. It's the downside about the starting new characters. It assumes you haven't played before. This will be the ship I'll be going with to begin with. The original Enterprise. Seemed appropriate for a TOS character, so I'm going to claim that now. Yeah, stick with the Darwin. That sounds okay for now. I'll have that. Means once I've done the tutorial, I'll be able to fly the Enterprise. Basically, this ship. Okay, just sort out everything else. My inventory, yep, that's all good. I'll claim all the other bits and pieces I can get later. Actually, except for one more thing I'll have to do. These are the items I've built up over the years from testing, from various promotions that have gone on and things like that. So they do make things just a little bit easier and better. If I'll claim that well. Claim. Yeah, I can get myself like a Borg later. Tribble. What else? Oh, we've got that one. Okay. Let's see what I will be able to just claim him. I'll get this over and done with now. I'll just claim everything I can claim, even if I can't use it. Shame there's not a claim all button, but such is life. So some of these I might be able to use until a bit later, but it's nice to have them ready now, so I can, as soon as I level up, I can use them. Nope, I've got those. Don't worry about that. None of those. None of those. Oh, yeah, I can't use them until I hit level 10. Okay, I'll claim that as well. What else? Nope, nope, nope. Nope, I can't claim those. Where is it? Person. Something else I should have got with it. Legacy unlocks. Nope. Where's it gone? Aha. Yes. Once I have once I hit level 10 and I've got through the tutorial sort of area, I'll be able to claim all these characters as holograms. So I'll have Sulu, Uhura, Bones, Spock, Scotty, Yeoman Rand, I think it is, yep, and Chekhov. And these will be my crew. I'm going to try and stick with as many of these as possible, even though I will be picking up extra bridge officers later. Excuse me. I think that's everything. Possibly, oh yes, I can't use that just yet because I'm still technically in the past, but okay, I'll leave that for now. Let's crack on with the game. Let's go speak to the captain. Captain Garrett.
Lieutenant, we've located the wreckage of a crashed ship down there. I need to get boots on the ground, find out what's going on. Take a landing party down to the surface. Assess the situation and look for survivors.
We'll beam down right away, sir.
Not so fast. We can't use the transporters due to atmospheric interference. You'll need to take a shuttlecraft down. Use the sensors to locate a safe landing site.
Sounds good to me, sir. So, yep. So this is this tutorial, so it's going to be pretty simplistic to begin with. Nice and easy. Just quick tour around the bridge there. Some of these ones they do allow you to walk off the bridge. Some do, this one doesn't. There, just listen to that. You even got the proper sounds. So, let's speak to the captain again.
Did you find a suitable landing area?
Yes, sir. There's a good-sized clearing close to the crash site.
Excellent. I've assigned Ensign Mears to your landing party. She's been to Taurus 2 before. Her insight will be quite valuable. Meet up with her and the others in the shuttle bay. Don't forget to grab a phaser in the armory on your way. From what I've read in Jim Kirk's report, Taurus 2 can get a little rough.
Aye, sir. On my way. No. Thank you. Okay, to the turbo lift. Let's go to engineering. There she is.
Ensign Tarsi, reporting for duty. The captain's asked me to make sure you get back in one piece, and I intend to do just that.
Thanks, Darcy. What do you know about Taurus 2?
Let's see. M-class planet. Barely. The Taurians are big, primitive, and quick to anger. I'd keep my phaser handy if I were you. Speaking of which, if you want to follow me to the armory, we can make sure your phaser is properly calibrated.
Righto, lead the way, Ensign. I'm just going that way.
Your mini-map shows you where your objectives are.
Yes.
Interactable items have a...
Yes. Let's go pick up a phaser. One main difference between 23rd century stuff and the rest of the games, you will notice the look and the sounds. They have a little, I can put it, differences. They feel more like the original series. So yeah, I'm gonna actually whilst I'm gonna try to see if I can get rid of those notification settings. Let's get rid of those. Well, that's gonna get annoying.
Good shooting, Lieutenant. That should be enough. Unless you want more practice.
Can I pick up a rifle? No. Ah, poop. Why you jump, silly Ensign? See what ship am I on? Okay. Probably won't tell me. Ah, this is what I'm on. I'm on the utility cruiser. So it's like a little babby Enterprise.
Ensign Mears, reporting is ordered. I'm ready when you are. Though I can't say I'm happy to see Taurus 2 again.
No? Why's that?
I was one of the so-called Galileo 7, a science team sent to study the Murasaki effect. Our shuttle crashed on Taurus 2. Not all of us made it back to the Enterprise alive.
Well, that sucks. Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. You can see why I'm reluctant to return to such a place.
Well, you're the only one on board who's got the experience, so your insight will be invaluable.
Yes, of course you're right, Lieutenant. I am a Starfleet officer, and I will perform my duties. You can count on me.
Never doubted it for a second. Oh, look at this. Right, let's see if I can... I can't do it just yet. So I'm going to get on the shuttle.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
I was leveled just by getting onto a shuttle. It's quite impressive. This is my current ship. Copernicus. Right, let's quickly sort out my inventory. Let's see, which tribble shall I have? I'll equip that. That's my personal shield. It's rubbish, I can discard it. Yes, I know. Let's see. That gives me damage resistance. That gives me buff depending upon my class. Let's go with the Inquisitive tribble. And yep, so I've got no kit, no body, just my personal shield. So I've got like the really basic level gear now. That's great. Let's put this on the Hermes as well. That'll make things a lot easier. Twin phasers. Right, let's get on with this properly now. Enough messing around. Speak to Ensign Mears.
Ugh. It's just as grim as I remember it here. My skin is crawling. I can't help but feel like the creatures are out there, watching us, waiting to attack.
Stay alert. They very well could be.
Right. Okay. It appears the ship crashed somewhere north of here. There are 2 paths from here that lead to the crash site, and there may be survivors on both. I recommend you take Alpha Team along the northwestern path. and I'll take Beta to the northeast. We'll rendezvous at the main crash site.
Sounds good. Okay, quick looky around first. I've got the proper music as well. To make my triple bonus. Give me a little buff.
Is that a warp nacelle? Wow. Big.
Yeah. I've got to scan the debris now. It is a big warp nacelle. See, it's really massive. What we appreciate is how big the starships are until you're parked right next to one. So where have I got to go? I'm right. No. Right past it.
Definitely Federation tech here. What's left of a shuttlecraft's coolant assembly, according to my tricorder.
There's a dirty great big warp. Might be a cross shuttle nearby. Let's have a look. Did I? Seriously? Source of debris. I don't know, perhaps the crashed starship might be something to do with it.
There's your crashed shuttle. What's left of it anyway. Look, someone's over there. I think they're hurt.
Well, let's go give him a hand then, you daft ensign. Yeah, I'm slightly role-playing as a Terrorite, as much as I can. Yeah. Oh, they're there.
Enemy target on sensor.
Come on. Oh, Sparks.
Can I have a word, Lieutenant?
Yes.
Lieutenant, you won't be able to get close enough to revive him while that thing's venting plasma.
Oh, now you tell
Those
me.
valves should shut down the vents, though.
Why did you do it? Oh, good, now I can help it.
Thank you. We need to move. Those things, they're out there.
What things? Where?
Flores, look out!
Oh. Well, he sure got the point. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What do they feed these things? Never mind.
Stay in, don't want to stay in. Yeah, I feel like a caveman now. It's me, the space dwarf. Big belly. Right, let's go speak to him.
I'm Dr. Phineas Grogan, part of a research team studying the Murasaki effect. Well, I was before the ship crashed. I was looking for supplies when that thing roared. Got distracted and then that plasma coil blew. Damn near killed me.
Lucky to be alive, Doc.
You're telling me? We should get those supplies back to camp. Dr. Mueller's probably worried sick about it by now.
Agreed. I'll get them. Lead the way. I'm following behind you, mate. Dr. Mueller, who was just standing there doing nothing. Slap.
Am I glad to see you? We thought we were stranded here with those monsters.
We will have you out of here soon, sir. Don't panic.
Those supplies you brought will come in handy while we wait. Just put them over there for now. You know, I think there's some old phaser rifles in there. Might come in handy against those creatures.
Right, I'm going to have a look. Damn right, I'm going to get myself a little rifle. I'll do the supplies first.
There are some rifles in that crate. We should show the survivors how to shoot them. I'll set up some targets while you get ready.
Let's equip my rifle.
A phaser? I've never shot one of these before.
Wait, you want me to shoot this?
There we go. You can see the rifle in the back there. The old style, with visible coils, the long barrel, lights that basically do nothing. And yes, I do want you to take the rifles.
The targets are ready, Lieutenant. Let the survivors start shooting and give them some pointers.
That works for me.
I get it. That gives me a lot more control.
Judge the
Wow,
stance.
thanks. That feels a lot better.
That's how you do it.
They're right behind me.
Good.
Heads up! The Taurians are attacking!
See? Look how much easier it is. Oh, yeah.
We need to get these people to safety, Lieutenant. The Taurians will be back, and in greater numbers.
Sounds familiar. Agreed. You and Tarsi guard the pass while I get the others into cover. Right, you go back to the wreckage. And you go back to the wreckage. And you. And you. Get moving.
Lieutenant, we've held them off so far because they're scared of our weapons. But I don't think that'll last much longer. We've got to fall back to the wreckage. I might have an idea.
I hope it's a good one.
Shut the doors! They're right behind us!
And you can do that way.
Okay. Last time I was here, Commander Scott, electrified the hull of our shuttle. That drove the Taurians off when they tried to break in. Think we can pull something like that off here?
Maybe if there's enough charge left in the batteries. One button. I can understand it closing there, but how?
You did it! Lieutenant, it worked! Bless you, Scotty, wherever you are. I think we owe you a very nice bottle of scotch.
Indeed. So, what happened out there?
The Taurians ambushed us. I managed to escape, but the others, they've been taken. We've got to do something, and fast!
Get the survivors to the shuttle. Tarsi and I will rescue the hostages.
I was thinking, We can use our tricorders to track residual heat signatures left by the Taurians.
Like thermal breadcrumbs there. Good thinking. It's quite easy. Go to the area. And I've set it up so for me V is... or I can just do it that manually. So you get. It shows you how tough I am. I just took a spear right through the belly, out the back. Didn't faze me. There's a command so I can also I'm probably going to do it because I'm in a tutorial. This is going to be fun. Right, just put that back there. Okay. So now I've got to defeat this big bad guy. Get myself ready. Sniper him. I think he's slow. I've got a nice little shield to help me as well. Okay, that's it.
Lieutenant! We're over here! Help!
Thought it bugged him for a sec.
Thanks for coming back for us, sir. We are...
Yeah.
Fascinating. The Taurians appear to be in a late Stone Age state of development.
Now isn't the best time for an anthropology lecture, Skial.
I can run fair old right.
Am I seeing things? Because those guys picking through the wreckage sure look like Klingons. Just what are Klingons doing on Taurus 2?
I don't know. Let's find out. Ready faces just in case I'm in the mood for questions.
Looks like they aren't in the mood for questions, Lieutenant.
Yeah. Probably never got a shot one of them. These are the old style Klingons as well, so they don't really have the forehead ridges. Oh, no, what have I found?
Is that a Klingon pad? Bring it to me. I have some experience decrypting Klingon data.
Yeah, decrypt this.
Huh. My little sister's diary was harder to decrypt. Sure, Klingons are good at fighting, but computers aren't their strong suit. And voila! One Klingon pad, unlocked and ready for your inspection.
Nice work, Ensign. Let's have a look.
Captain Core, your plan has worked perfectly, sir. Many ships have fallen into our trap. We've snared a few merchant ships and a Starfleet science vessel so far. You'll be pleased to hear that we're picking up a Federation cruiser on long-range sensors. Constitution class. Time to hunt bigger game. Glory to the Empire.
Need to download that.
Looks like the Klingons are using both guile and brute force here, Lieutenant. A pretty potent combination. The captain's definitely going to want to hear about this.
Agreed. Oops. Shadow don't have any grenades, but that's more of a tactical thing. Engineers tend to be more sort of tanky and have turrets and drones as their things, as well as the weapon. Basic technology, as you'd expect from an engineer. Decent range on this.
Let's get back to the shuttle before more of them show up.
I had to say that, didn't I? Okay, it's them done. And more. What I like about this game is that you can be tactical and go for pure DPS, you can go for engineer who are a bit more utility and tanking, or you can go DPS, or even the science guys. It's you're not forced to be healer if you're science or things like that. Just certain career paths find it like the optimum path, to give it a better way of describing it. Yep. Where's she? Oh, there she is. What are you seeing in the show?
We're ready to go when you are. Hope this thing's got enough fuel to get us back to the ship.
Oh, it's two of us.
Are you ready to board the shuttle, Lieutenant?
Yes, I am.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
That should be now level 2. Hey, back on the ship.
We made it. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a shuttle bay. I admit I had my doubts in the beginning. Didn't think I'd hold it together down there. Every time I heard those things roar. But here I am. Thanks for believing in me.
No, don't worry, I could have done it without you, Ensign. Thank you.
Bridge to shuttle bay. Please respond.
Oh, there is. I keep forgetting that we have the communicator badges.
We have some uninvited guests, Lieutenant. We've been boarded. The Klingons have breached the hull on the engineering deck and blocked our access. Since I can't send security in, I need you to secure the deck.
Aye, sir. Recommendations?
Start with the engineering room. We need to bring our plasma relays back online. After that, secure the armory and main engineering.
We'll handle it, sir. Classy, yes. Ready weapons, prepared to repel boarders. We're going to bag us some Klingons. Right.
I'm remembering an old Earth adage about leaping from frying pans into fires. Your orders, Lieutenant?
Actually, stay with Tarsi to help this squad, and I'll take care of the others. So we're going to go south. Well, say south, but
I'll cover you while you clear out the lab, Lieutenant.
no problem. was crouching to give me a slightly better aim. Targeting people.
Shut down our primary plasma conduits. Get them running, fast.
So I was just sorting something out there. Some armour. Yeah, let's put that on. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. So. Oh, sorry. Any problem when I've got multiple windows open on one screen? Sometimes I'll click off by mistake and have to reload everything. There we go. Sorry about that.
Plasma conduits reinitialized. Auxiliary power restored. Now clear out that armor.
Watch out! More Klingons!
Don't worry. Oh, jumping about for.
Enemy target on sensor.
Get.
Great work. Secure engineering next if you can.
Anything I can take here? No? Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, no, that's
We've cleared the rest of the deck, Lieutenant.
well done. You and Tarsi hold here. I'm going to clean out main engineering. Nobody messes with my engineering.
Personal shield losing power.
Bridge to engineering. Please respond.
Oh. Where's the come on.
Nice work. Internal sensors showed you had secured the engineering deck. I need you to take a look at the engines now. The Klingons fouled them up good.
Someone messed with my engines? Oh, hell no.
Engines back online. Initiate evasive maneuvers.
So I'll get to the bridge. Lucky enough.
I need you on the bridge, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Sir, incoming transmission.
Oh, I've got to do it, have I?
Federation starship, this is Captain Core. Surrender if you must, but I'd rather you fight with honor.
That can be arranged.
Good work, Lieutenant. The Klingons will think twice before they try to board this ship again. Now take the helm. We need to get to a friendly sector.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Okay. So before I go anywhere, let's just see if I can put that gear. Let's put that in the front. Yes. So this is a nice little engine. Gives me a nice boost of speed. Yes, I want to go on those. I'll keep that, and yeah, I shall take some more slightly better shields there. See if there's anything else I can do. Let's give her that to triple for now. Can I claim my bridge officers yet? Don't think I can, but soon find out. Nope, not yet. Okay.
Sensors are picking up Klingon power signatures in two
Yes.
nearby satellites.
To rearrange them.
Thinking they're broadcasting the distress signals that lured in our ships. Bring us in close so we can scan them and find out.
Aye, sir. Still got that grainy effect. This is going to be quite sort of simple because this is the first ship combat.
Science report coming in now. The satellites are using a triaxilating signal. It's strong enough to cut through the interference and reach ships outside the nebula. Clever. Almost a shame we have to blow them up, isn't it?
Aye, sir. It's a real tragedy.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Nice work. One down, one to go. Looks like this one is shielded now.
Do the same for the other one. I think he's right there. Yep, there we go. Let's go full impulse. Oh, so can't go full impulse just yet. Okay. Oh, okay. 2 and 10.
Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Freighter just there.
Can you hear us? We're under attack by Klingon raiders. Our shields are buckling. Won't last long.
Hold on, fellow Tellarite. Run away. See, that's the sort of beard and cap I want to go for. Nobody messes with a fellow space dwarf.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
So, yeah, your paintwork's going to have a few scratches on it.
Thanks for the help. Our engines are offline. Could you transfer some energy and get them started again?
Yeah, sure, I'll jumpstart you, no problem.
Thanks for everything. Good luck with the Klingons.
Safe travels, Captain.
Lieutenant, I've made some modifications to our torpedo launcher. I think you'll like the results.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Let's see, where we're going to go. Look in the area. So I've got to head towards that blob. There he is. Oh, I'm after you, pal. I'm going to own you.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
More Klingon ships detected on long-range sensors, sir.
You're ahead.
Fire!
Fire at will. Which one's will? I'm not sorry for that one.
Warning. Ship
I'll take
is
on
under
2 of them.
attack.
A little bit harder, but it's rare that you take on 1 ship at a time. Just try and go for it to try and soften their shields up with phasers. And make your torpedoes more effective like that. Good. Tactical ships tend to be powerful and can move fast, but are like glass cannons. Engineering ships are, you know, they can take a pounding, but they're a bit slow in comparison to tactical ships. Science
This is the
ships
USS Enterprise. Acknowledge, please.
Lieutenant Uhura? We're on our way with you now.
So, the cub comes to fight beside the wolfie. And now you will die with him as well.
Warning. Ship
I don't
is
think
under
so, pal.
attack. Target's shields have failed.
two ships to those guys. Not so sorry, but it's the other way around, is it? There's a nice little ship there. There she is.
This isn't over, Kirk. I will avenge myself upon you and your lackey.
Bring it.
Thank you for your assistance.
Thanks for the update, Commander. Safe travels. Hermes out.
Congratulations,
We're done.
Lieutenant.
Starfleet Command wants us and Enterprise back for a debriefing on this mess. Helm, set a course for Earth space dock. Warp factor 3.
Aye, sir. I think this is where I can change into the Enterprise, but we'll soon find out. Excuse me. Notice it's got all the bits and pieces up the side there. This is the progress bar, but because it's a new area, it will take a little while compared to other places to load in. Hopefully it won't crash, which it has done a couple of times in the past, but cross fingers it won't do that today. Speaking of the devil, easy enough, I'll just quickly log back in. So, Malaclava. Yep. Hello, what's going on? Go.
Captain Garrett wants to see you in his office, Lieutenant, but he says to feel free to mingle with the other officers first. I'd take him up on that if I were you. I mean, how often do you get the chance to meet the crew of the Enterprise? The best of the best.
That they are, Tarsi. That they are. Can I? Nope. Earth space dock.
It's been a pleasure working with you. I didn't enjoy going back to Taurus 2, but we got the job done thanks to you. Starfleet First Officers must be my good luck charm. Captain Garrett has requested me for a new logistics position here at ESD. Might not be as glamorous as the Final Frontier, but I've accepted. Until next time, good luck out there.
Same to you, Vincent. Take care. Can't get anything from behind the bar. Maybe see over the bar. Who's this? That's Jim Winston. Ah, going around.
If you're going into the Lion's Den, you'll need a medical officer.
Yep, they've used the original voices, but obviously they can't match up with that, so. Can't say that I do. It's the first time we've met. Sorry. That's fine, don't mention it. No, that was weird. I'll speak to Scotty last. One engineer to another. Let's speak with Chekhov first of all.
We were in Starfleet Academy together.
Okay. Sulu.
May the great bird of the galaxy bless your planet.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Uhura of the Starship Enterprise.
Good advice, Lieutenant. He wants a rematch. I'll be ready. Here he is.
That was some fine work back there, friend.
It's not every day one walks away from a brawl with the Klingons. You look familiar, if you don't mind me saying so. Have we met before?
You're the second person to say that to me today. This is the first time I've met you, Lieutenant Commander. So, I don't think so, sir.
Ah, must be my imagination then. You meet a lot of folks serving in Starfleet, to be sure. By the way, I heard you ran into the local wildlife on Taurus too. Right unfriendly devils, aren't they? I won't be forgetting those gigantic spears anytime soon. Look me up sometime. We'll have a drink and share some caveman tales.
Thanks, Lieutenant Commander. I could use a good drink. Now, if I remember rightly, the person doing the voice of Scotty, I think might be actually James Doohan's son, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that one. Can't go that way. Let's go and speak to the captain. Strange looking office.
Thanks for coming. I have some good news to share.
Oh?
First off, Fleet promoted me to Admiral. I'll be working with Deep Space Command on several exploration initiatives there.
Congratulations.
Our ship's going to need a new captain. I've talked it over with Command, and they agree with my recommendation. You.
Me?
Congratulations, my friend.
So
I know the ship will be in good
first time I've
hands
really seen him like that.
Don't think you've gotten rid of me, though. I plan on keeping you plenty busy out there.
Don't worry, sir.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Every generation, Starfleet officers hear the call of duty. Hidden dangers lurk in space, and the threat of Klingon attack has made even the most stout-hearted reconsider their choice to travel throughout the stars. A last-ditch effort to find a common ground could end this conflict, but there are many who oppose peace. If the Federation is to be saved from chaos, new officers will need to take up the task of restoring peace. Live long and prosper, Lieutenant.
Well, I was forgot that was in there. I think that was
Congratulations, Lieutenant. You should talk to while visiting Earth Space Dock. Speak with the tailor to customize your appearance. After that, speak with the ship vendor to claim a shuttlecraft.
Sure. First of all, sort out my skills. This is where I'm going to sort of slightly tab out just for a second. I'm going to go with energy weapons, if I remember rightly. So let's put that up. Yeah, let's go with energy weapons. That makes my ship attacks us a little bit more powerful. Okay. This is for ground. What should I go with? Weapon proficiency, endurance training, personal shields, kit performance. And because I'm going to be focusing on turrets and stuff like that, I won't be doing too much in weapon proficiency. I'll be focusing mostly on these three trees. While I was tactical, it was those. Sorry, well, you'll figure it out. And then when I was science, that tends to be more that one. But let's go with kit performance. Yeah, let's have that, and that gets me mine barrier or turret fabrication. That's what I want. Turret fabrication. It allows me to make better turrets. Okay, now let's see. Change my ship. Can't just yet. Right, so there's another thing here. Ah, yes, I have to go to.
Hello. I don't have anything.
In here. Oh, so you'll go all the way around, right? Sailor. I'm not going to speak to him just yet. I want to give my... There we go. Let's ready that as my ship. She's got slightly better gear. So let's take that off of it. That's off. That's off. And off. We can have that back as well. So he's same for shields. So I'm not wasting space then. Okay. So really, that's my starship. Oh, that's the wrong way around. I'm an idiot. That's the one I want. There we go, that's better. Let's just discard those. Don't need that right now. Discard. Okay. So let's give to Tarsi just for a laugh. Let's see if I can claim those just yet. I'll have to double check to see when I can claim them. Oh, I keep forgetting. I have to be level 10 and transferred to the other thing. Now I'm flying the Constitution. Let's quick speak to Taylor, who's another Tellarite. Right, I'm done. Just going to get my shuttle. Let's see what I can claim. What I'm currently in. That's my little shuttle just there. Have I got the shuttle picked out? I do not. So yeah, let's claim my shuttle. Darwin 2? Don't call it that. It's a silly name. Cynthia, yeah. For laugh. Right, let's set up stations. Right. Tarsi. Don't have an engineer yet, and I don't have a science yet. Let's put Tarsi on my away team. So eventually I will be putting the hologram crew here, but don't need to worry about that just at the moment. These will be the different traits as I unlock them. Reputation, don't worry about that just yet. That's an end game thing. If you've seen my earlier videos, you probably or stream I should say, then you would see. So let's put Tarsi not there as well, just for. Can I promote her? No, not yet. Not yet. Right, there should be a bank somewhere. That allows me to pick up a few bits and pieces. Bridge officer, Taylor, ground equipment. I want to have a look in there. Space equipment, bartender. Is there a bank? No, there is not. So let's go and see the ground equipment. See what I can pick up from there. No, I don't need a bridge officer just yet. What I need is this fella here. Yeah, this. Yeah, so let's see what quick kit. I don't have to credit just yet for it, do I? Overflow bank. No, I've got nothing yet. I can't buy anything, can't do anything. Alright, let's go and speak to the Admiral. Because I'm lazy.
I know that being a starship captain is a big responsibility, but I believe you're up to the task. If you feel that your ship is ready for its next mission, I can give you new orders.
Sorry, I've just nicked the Enterprise and repainted it, given it a new name. Nobody will know the difference.
Stay safe.
You have just earned your first skill points. Click here to learn more.
I've already dealt with that, you silly computer. In the Shadow Sisters.
Ever hear of Edron 4? Jim Kirk got into a tussle with a Gorn there and barely lived to tell the tale. Both the Gorn and the Federation have teams there now. I'd like you to back our people up in case the Gorn decide to engage in a little cowboy diplomacy.
Not a problem, sir.
Stay safe out there.
Okay. So, sort my inventory out again. It's giving me slightly better Federation phaser. She can have basically the same. So actually, let's give her that. So she's got a slightly better weapon. And let's give. Let's keep that there. Let's get that there. Right. Let's beam to my ship. Yes. What's this? This is my shield. Just give me like a little healing buff.
Hello. I don't have.
Sorry, Admiral. Quick drink. Send it down, so I have to, because it's a new ship, and I have to move everything back to the way I like it. Just move it over there. Because it's a cruiser ship, I get some new abilities. Let's just auto fire those. This one gives me longer sustained weapon fire, better shields, allows me to maneuver better. This one is basically, this says attract fire, it turns me into a tank mode. It gives me higher resistance, but it means I'm more likely to basically have people attacking me, which when you're playing on your own isn't a problem, but if you're doing a group mission, you don't want to draw aggro away unnecessarily. So now we'll go to, there she is. Darwin. Constitution class, sister ship of the Enterprise. NCC 93160. Okay. Beautiful. So, let's just quickly check to make sure my skills are up to date, which they are. Yep, that's up to date. Let's go to sector space. Now, sector space, when you're in the 23rd century, is different to when you get into the rest of the game. You'll see. So I've now got to go to Edron 4. So see the map. See, it's got the old style maps to it as well. Let's go to Edron.
Ensign Hunter, welcome aboard. I'm Security Chief Tarsi. Settling in okay?
It's going to take a little getting used to.
I can imagine. You'll be working with me in security, so if you need anything, just ask.
Thanks, Chief. I appreciate it.
Hey, don't mention it. Us red shirts stick together, right?
Right. You can count on me, Chief.
Got a nice little tour, Zandoria. Star over there. Shame I can't go any faster, but whilst this is doing that, I'm going to take a chance to see if there's anything else I've missed off. Let's claim that. Claim that. Claim that. Claim that. Nope. still got a way to go. Him I'll get a bit later. Don't need him just yet. This is something I don't need. Actually, let's claim that actually, because that'll give me some TOS stuff as well, like outfits and bits and pieces. So yeah, I'm gonna claim that now. Also gives me a nice little environmental suit. Terra Nova. It's going to be handy later. Oh, I'm going to go. Yeah, warp am I going at? Warp 5. Ooh, pushing the boat out there. Nice little view. Let's see if this works. Visit Starship Bridge. Yes. Okay. Now this is a bit of a mistake by the looks of it. This should not be the bridge. This is one of the more advanced bridges. This is definitely not the TOS Enterprise style bridge. Oh dear. That sounds got a bit wrong there. Well, wasn't expecting that. Yeah. Ooh, can access my account back here. Means I can get. Let's take one of those. Those. Let's take that as well. And the rifle, because all my guys are specialised in rifles. But for the moment, I'm going to keep those there. Don't need them just yet. Bit weird. Can I access my bank? Shelf 1. Ships. Grades. Oh, I haven't unlocked anything on this character yet. Yes, this is definitely gone a bit. I shouldn't be here. That was an interesting mistake. Let's go back to where I was going. Whilst I'm here. Now, only 5 light years away, not too bad. Yes. That looks so nice. Hail.
Welcome to Edron 4. I'm Bridget McKinnon, CO of the USS Zheng Ha. Glad you could join us. My science teams are on site and conducting initial surveys. Apparently, this place is quite the geological marvel. We're not the only ones present, though. Our friends from the Gorn hegemony aren't terribly chatty, but so far they're keeping the peace.
So how can we help, Captain?
Well, I'm sure my people wouldn't mind an extra hand down there on the geological marvel. Feel free to join the party.
I'll send the team down to the service then. Darwin out. By team, me and someone else.
Transporter room to bridge. The geological team, supplies, and gear are ready to beam down to Edron 4.
Very good. Stand by for transport. Agreed. Brings into sensor range, Helm. A bit of back impulse. In a second. Let's get a scan done. See what's down there. What you got? Very well. Carry on. Right, so it's going to be me and Tarsi. Let's see what they've got to do today. Now, if you're a fan of the original series, you should recognise that rock.
Ah, there you are. Better late than never, huh? Ensign Skavron, Starfleet Corps of Engineers.
Oh.
Lovely planet we've got here. Charming even, if you're fond of heat and rocks. Still, it's not a complete wash. To say this place is mineral rich would be an understatement.
Fellow Space Dwarf. Sounds exciting, Ensign.
My tricorder showing some interesting mineral formations beyond this ridge.
This looks like a good place to start our scans.
Nice to see a report was spot on for once. The mineral deposits here are remarkably pure.
Good stuff here.
This carbon deposit is unusually pure. Apparently the Metrons don't prepare half-rate planets.
I think I've got to go over there. Yep.
Whoever gets the mineral rights to this planet will be pleased. My readings indicate there might be dilithium on this planet. I'll need to take more scans to be sure. The variety of minerals in the topsoil alone is astounding.
They seem quite good. And I'm a bit puzzled why I have to do all the scanning.
Either my tricorder is broken. The soil here has an amazingly high concentration of sulfur.
Ugh. My nose told me that long before your tricorder, Ensign. Phew.
Mortar fire! We'd better head back to... Whoa! The mortars have closed off the pass. We can't reach the camp. Who would do this?
Look! Over there!
It's the Gorn!
That's it, all target the same guy. What I've got to do. I think I've turned off. Yep, understood.
Over there! There might be a way out of this infernal canyon further down the valley.
Auto attack, so target non-combat cancels, that's what I want. There we go. Wondering why I couldn't use auto fire. So I need to go up there. Oh, he's probably up there. Right. Another dribble. Don't need that one. Again. That's where I've got to go to, is where that sort of floating orange arrow is. You can see it just above the Ensign Hunter's head there.
We need a way out of this canyon, and I'm thinking that big rock up there is it. With a little Federation ingenuity, we can topple this rock with a makeshift bomb. Once it's down, we can walk across it and get back to camp before the Gorn use the Zhang Ha's science team as target practice.
And where will we find this bomb, Ensign?
Have you read Captain Kirk's report on this place? We have all the materials we need here to make bombs. They won't be pretty like me, but they'll get results. If you can collect the materials, Ensign Hunter and I will work out where to place the explosives.
So
we're going to need at least 3 bamboo containers, sulfur, potassium nitrate, and coal.
Alright, let's do this.
Behind us!
Let's see where I'm going to go. So I'm going to go basically follow that path round and down. Little legs. I'm going the wrong way. I've got such a poor sense of direction. Let's see if there's anything in here. Oh yeah, what's going the wrong way? I think that's one lot of the materials. Get these ones, some coal. So just lying on the surface. See what I've looted. I've got a small high pad, lovely. Press the wrong button there. Potassium nitrate. Next is going to be the bamboo. I think it's these things. I will get certain types. So let's grab one of those. Yep. Some more viable ones there. Gorn first. Going to be a pain in the butt.
Damage detected.
Some shield recharges. My regenerator. That's only really useful if I'm using the higher difficulty levels, which I won't be because there's not much point, to be honest. Where is it? Is it a base? How did you get down there? That's gonna hurt. Where is it?
Right. Ensign Hunter and I will construct the bombs we need to bring down this rock across the canyon. That's the easy part. It's up to you to keep those angry Gorn off us while we work. Hope you're a good shot.
Damn best.
Well, at least the Gorn are punctual. Keep them off us! Crush that coal up good, Hunter. Not like that. Finer. Careful with that. Potassium nitrate can react explosively with these materials. Now mix it with the coal. Carefully. I'd rather not get blown to pieces today, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll just barge into them.
We're just about done.
Don't worry. I'm just taking on like several Gorn. And the rock dropped on my head.
Done! Now let's get these bombs in place.
Nice. One here. Again, wondering why I'm having to do all the work.
The bombs are primed to blow. We should move to a safe distance.
Don't tell me twice.
Fire in the hole!
That's good that works out the way it did, otherwise we would have been in trouble. No, yeah, I'm back.
Looks like some Gorn came through here. We better hurry.
What I'm doing. Why are you targeting me? We've got another triple. Oh, some nice armour. Let's give that. Dispose of that. And let's give the armour to her. So she's got at least something semi-reasonable. And let's get that for now. Dr. Ward?
Thank you. Things were looking pretty grim there for a moment. The Gorn. They kept saying the deaths of their people would be avenged, but we didn't do anything. I haven't fired a phaser since the academy.
You're safe now, Doc. Let's get on the shuttle and head back. Beam us up. Just want to go. Let's give myself a bit of a Let's go with weapons.
Good to hear from you. Thank you for saving my people.
No thanks needed, Captain. What's your status?
We're making repairs, but it'll be some time before our engines are back online.
We'll head to your position. Maybe we can get you up and running faster. I'm assuming that plasma type cloud over there. That general direction. Speed boost and impulse.
We're picking up Gorn warp signatures on our long-range sensors here. They're coming back.
Helm, put us between the Zhangkai and the Gorn.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, that's fine. Deemed the sister ship again, first. See, bit of a slow turner, but does the job. And shields took out the front of the impact there. He ran off. That's over.
Thanks for covering us. The Gorn would have made short work of my ship otherwise. I owe you one.
How the repairs going?
Slow but steady. Our warp drive is still disabled, but we're making progress.
We have some spare supplies we can beam over to assist you.
Thanks. I hate to ask, but something's bothering me. We picked up strange energy readings before the attack. It could be nothing.
Send your data. I'll have my crew have a look.
Sending it now. I'd start with the debris of the Gorn ship that was destroyed. There might be a clue there.
Acknowledge. Stay safe, Captain. So I will go to there. What kind of shenanigans has the Gorn been up to? Investigates debris.
Captain, the crew of the Zhangha were onto something. I ran a deep scan analysis of the Gorn debris, and the results are damned peculiar.
Go on.
Gorn ships aren't as tough as a Tellarite design, but our scaly friends know a thing or two about hull plate. Whoever fired this shot knew exactly where to hit them.
Can you tell who did it?
Not with the data we have now. The science team just found another strange energy reading nearby.
Let's see what's out there. Helm, set a course. What kind of anomaly, you say? We're getting fairly close, but there you go.
Picking up debris from the Gorn ship, and some trace elements of weapons-grade plasma. Sir, I know who did this. It's the Romulans.
Romulans? You sure?
I'll shave my eyebrows if I'm wrong.
I'll hold you to
It's
that.
the Romulans, I'm sure of it. There's more bad news. The Gorn are coming back, weapons hot. Orders?
Red alert. Tactical. Target their subsystems to disable them.
It's the same ship as before. Doesn't look like they're back at full strength, though.
Shields have failed.
That's what you can do. Take down the shields first and then let it rip. Torpedoes. Trust me, dude. Slow down. Park myself right by him.
We thought we could share this space equally, Federation. Your unprovoked act of aggression against our research vessel tells me otherwise.
Captain, we have data that proves the Romulans attacked that ship.
I see no Romulans, only Federation ships. Do you think me a fool, Captain?
I'm sending data that exonerates us.
Most convenient, Captain. But I am
Good evening.
unconvinced. Produce these Romulans that you claim destroyed our ship, or prepare to pay for your crimes.
And what's he want?
Captain, I've got an idea. If we can generate a charged particle burst, we might overload their cloak.
Make it happen. Make it so then. Make it happen. Let's see what those sneaky, nasty Romulans are. There they are.
You're quite the clever one, Captain. Too clever, I'm afraid. No one can know of our actions here today.
Create the new
Death, or regret, is necessary.
How's things? Well, I've created a new character, as you just quickly show you. Basically, I made a space dwarf, just because I thought it would be funny. And this is the ship I'm flying at the moment. Same model as the Enterprise, Constitution class, I want to say. And the weird grainy effect that you can see all around the edge here is deliberate. It's to give it the old original series feel, so the graphics will jump up in quality a little bit later. Yeah, it's quite funny, but I thought it'd be appropriate. Space Dwarf, Engineer, Tellarite. It's the only character race from the Federation that is I haven't played, so it seemed appropriate. Right, now it's got to deal with these Romulans. Look, they've even got the original look to them as well. It's brilliant. Deal with that Romulan. So slow around. Deal with the Klingon. So the Ken Cruiser, I should say. These torpedoes aren't very good against shields. They do a nice amount of damage once the shields are gone. Yes. Basic maneuvers. Fasting. And slowly turn around. A few torpedo high yield. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Disruptor cannon. Don't want that. Let's do another split. Turn around. About. I can't remember the proper terminology is. High U torpedo, firing arc, fire. There we go. And I appear to be on fire. Just slow down. Park.
Well fought, Federation. The hegemony will remember the Romulan treachery today, and your assistance in exposing it. I propose we continue our joint surveys of Edrin 4 under a mutual non-aggression pact.
Yeah, that works for me.
So there was another player on the field. Nice work out there, Captain. We'll be heading for the closest starbase soon, but we'll be back to finish our work here, along with the Gorn, I'll wager. I think the Romulans will take a pass, though.
No, good reason. Good luck, Captain. Take us out, Helm. Warp free. Okay. I'm going to speak to the Admiral, see what he's got for me next.
Good to hear from you. I've read Captain McKinnon's report. Sounds like things got a little rough on Edrin 4.
Engineer?
Still, the diplomatic corps thinks your actions will make a difference in future talks with the Gorn. Well done.
Thank you.
Stay
Congratulations,
safe.
Lieutenant.
So another engineer. Yes, that's the level up effect. So now just decide what I'm going to go with. One moment. Hull restoration. Let's go with hull restoration. I think, yeah. Yep, let's go with that. Oops. So just configuring it. There we go. Yeah, let's welcome him on board. First of all, let's equip him. This is going to be confusing. So, like, 2 Tellarites, like one without bald spot. Like brothers. Right, let's give him that. Yes, you can have that. And let's give him that. You can have that. And let's give him, just for laughs, a Borg triple as well. Discard, and just see what weapon should I give him. Let's give him that as well. Well, let's compare that to mine because I want the better weapon. I'm giving him the. I want to have that, and then you can have the cheapy one. You can have one of those as well. Yes, there's 3 main classes, or career paths I should say, that you can be. Engineer, science, and tactical. Tactical is the main damage dealers. Science is like the healers, and they do some like funky stuff. Engineers are sort of ground experts, and they have, you know, they do, I suppose you can call them like the tank type characters. Now you're not forced into doing that, as I mentioned before. You can be a tactical character who sort of does does tanking, or vice versa. It just means that those particular classes are the optimum for that particular role. You don't have to do it that way. That's the best thing about it. It's like with the ships as well. You're not forced into being a tactical captain in the tactical ship. You could be tactical and engineer, or tactical and science, which is quite an interesting combination. But some people like to try and stick to the same class, but you're not forced to. In fact, sometimes actually...
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K-13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways fast.
Gotcha. Right, just double check, make sure the stations. See, Gavin's now giving me engineering team, which is like a hull repair, which is always handy. Let's put him on my default security, and as you can see on him, he can get, just look at his skills actually, where they gone? Scattering. So here he has quick fix, which is repairing things, weapon malfunctions, turrets, medical generators. Those are the sort of things that the engineers have. They're like drones, boarding parties, which is a interesting power, emergency power to weapons, which gives myself a power buff. Tarsi is more about the actual weapons themselves. She's got like a photon grenade there, target optics, battle strategies, and ambush. Again, these are all, as you would imagine, tactical based. And there's different specializations as well. You've got command, intelligence, miracle worker, which is like engineering, pilot, and temporal operative. Each one of those has slightly different abilities and features, and you can mix and match them. Once you've learnt an ability for your character, so say for example, I gave Tarsi beam fire at will, I can switch between that very, very easily. So it's like once you know it, you don't forget it. Where is it? Status. Loadouts. It reminds me. Save to none. Let's call that main. You can have different configurations as well. So you can have a ship that's configured for fighting, say, the Borg, or you can have one that's really good for PvP and things like that. And it also saves your skills down the bottom in this tray here. Right, it's set to Deep Space K-13. See, this is the original map. Really sort of 60s, 70s cheesy vibe to it. There's very few systems you can access as well. But when you get into the game proper, because it's still technically the tutorial, or the starting area I should say, then you'll see how big the the game map really is. And I am going at, still going to warp 5. Okay. No random player there. Just sort that out. What's that here? Nope. Nope. So I've still got no cash in game, but don't really need it at the moment. Quick drink. K13. Okay. I think what I'll probably do is after this mission will be when I'll end things for the stream, but I don't think this will take that long. And that'll be about roughly when I plan to finish. I mean, yes, scan for enemy ships. Yellow alert. Definitely something's not right. See, I'm there. Take us to full impulse. Oop.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
That's a Federation ship. Why is it attacking me?
Target's shields have failed.
Have a torpedo. Set my buff there. What's going on there? Yeah, you can stop shooting there. What shenanigans are going on here? Open Hades.
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us. They'll take you too. The station came from the station.
So that's fun. Who's taking controls? What's happening over there? Let's go and scan the station. Was I pointing towards it? What was that? Yeah. Yes, I think we should beam over there and look around. You're coming with me. Honestly, I didn't intend for that to happen. I completely forgot that one of the options you get is a Tellarite, but it just look at that. That's funny. I really did not intend for that to happen. Right. Listen to those sound effects. Okay. Got a bad feeling about this. So where have I got to go? I've got to find sick bay, which is right there where it says sick bay.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are infected.
I am very tempted to see if I can go with a whole ship of Tellarites, but I've already got a plan for what I want to do with this ship. Although admittedly it would be funny to have a whole crew just of Tellarites. I got gifted a while ago. Where is it? I can have the original crew as holograms. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with all the original crew. I want to try and keep the personnel and their personal equipment as close to the original series as possible. But in the other ship, I'll probably change it to something else. I haven't decided. Oh, that's where I got it from. I haven't decided exactly what ship I'm going to have yet, because these are the different ones I can have. So you see, the original Enterprise. So next level, I can have either that science vessel, that one, or an escort. It's a bit ugly, but yeah. Well, not ugly. It's chunky. Probably a better way to describe it. Later on, I can have that's Klingon. I can have either that one, which is like the stunty Enterprise temporal escort. I think I may go for that one as well, because that has got some good little abilities, or the Thunder Child. But I'm thinking probably that, just for to keep the aesthetic, and also to get the ability. At tier 4, I'll probably go with Temple Cruiser, which is this strange one again for the same reason. Tier 5 is when things start to get a bit more complicated for choices, because some of these Tier 5 ships are really, really nice. I've got the Armitage there, the Avenger. What else have I got access to? Excelsior, Galaxy, which is the triple nacelle Enterprise. What else can I use? That's Romulans. The Vesta. That's more of a science ship, but again, don't do that. Multi-vector. That's personally my favourite ship, but doesn't fit with what I want to do for this character. It's another science vessel. The assault cruiser, which is very close to the Sovereign, which is like the Enterprise class. So I may go for that one. They all do look very nice. The Romulan ones are beautiful. Well, there's this one as well, which is like another more powerful one. So I may go for this again, but when I get up to here, this is when things get interesting. The tier 6. Now, in terms of power, they're about the same as the tier 5, but they have slightly different specialities. I think that's just a beautiful looking ship, but unfortunately it's a bit out of my price range at the moment. Let's see what else. We've got the Hestia. That's very nice. What else have I unlocked on other characters? So a lot of these I've unlocked through various characters built up. There's a lot of ships to choose from. These are the sort of proper advanced ones. So you've got like the advanced battle cruiser. This one. This is personally another one I'm thinking of getting. It's like a carrier. It's a slow ship, but it's probably the nearest you're going to get to an engineering dreadnought carrier. So that's probably the one I'm going to end up going. Anyway, back to the plot. Infected with what?
Neuroparasites. A life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise at Deneva Colony.
Oh, I remember this now.
By the creatures
those are the they're like the weird sort of pancake things that dropped into Spock's neck. Yes, we're friendly, Ensign.
Temet.
Oh,
and while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status.
Logical. Scan away.
Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned.
That sounds serious. Any recommendations?
According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer.
I see.
As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
I'll take any edge I can get. In the meantime, let's see if we can find anyone else via the comm system, shall we? Nope.
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then.
Yeah, Scotty.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neural parasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance.
So I see. We're safe up in sickbay. Can you join us here?
I'm afraid not. I'm in the artillery control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
Understood, Scotty. We'll make our way to you. Clavinet.
I have secured a small amount of security here. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Sounds good to me. Let's see what they've got. Oh, nice. Let's give my good guys some better armour. So always got some. Yep. Okay. That gives you slightly more power. Let's see. Type 3. No, I'll stick with the rifles. Right. Let's go deal with the flying pancakes.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected.
Let me just deal with them first. No, you just face through the water. Let's see if I go down here. Yep, chuck a grenade. Anyone here? It was wrong fighting against my own guys. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's very quick, but if you had to look on his back, you would have seen the parasites. Let's modify this. This is the little mini game to get resources. The nearest of is to scan it.
The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
Temporal event. Fascinating. Let's keep going. Oh wait. We have no sense of direction. Take all these out. Okay. Oh, go. Almost stuck up. Ooh. I still like that sound. I'm easily amused.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott in the Starfleet Medical Database.
Let's not keep him waiting. Scotty!
Hi there. It's good to see a friendly face. Ah, there we are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty bugs out properly.
Is that so, Timid?
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Deniven parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Ahem. Ensign?
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting controls from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy. We'd better get a move on. The parasites aren't ones to loiter about.
Ready with us, Scotty. Lead the way. Let's get a kit. Kit is... basically it gives me, the character, extra abilities. So for example...
this is one of the broken relays, right here.
Photon grenade launcher. This allows me to create a photon mortar.
That one was easy. Just a few more to go.
Which is just there.
Alright, there are several ways through the engineering
Let's
section
just
here.
move...
Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas.
There. Thank you. And I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a kit which enhances or gives modifications to these abilities. And these can be things, you know, like grenade launchers, and other bits and pieces like that. They're almost like the equivalent of these things, but for me, and I can customise them and tweak them as well. Some will only work for engineers, some will only work for tactical, some will only work for science. No, I'm not killing them, I'm stunning them because they are still technically Federation. They've basically been infected, so it's not their fault, and I don't think Starfleet would be too happy if I went around killing all their crew. So, as you can see, they just sort of fall on the ground if you watch. Now, the parasites I'm definitely killing, but the ensigns, I am stuff like that. See, just falls to the ground, and if you look, you can see the parasite on his back. So I'm just stunning them. Oh, come on my back. Yeah, thanks for helping, guys.
But remember, the parasites like the dark. We devils that they are.
Yeah, I just figured that. Okay, cool. So that one's done. Just gotta find those arrows now. Yeah, generally when you're fighting against your own crew for whatever reason,
if we remain in well-lit areas,
then by default, oh, bloody hell, there's a lot of them there.
I'll have this fixed up straight away.
You do your work, Scotty.
That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
Next one.
Enemy target on sensors.
Those things can die though.
Ah, this one just needs new fuses.
Go on.
There we are. Good as new.
Where will we go next? So we're going to go. First of all, this things are annoying.
Enemy target on sensors.
Right, let's just for a laugh, I'm going to create a mortar. Just so you can see what it does. Photon grenade launcher. This is one thing that engineering are very good at. Yeah, well done, you squash it. That's the thing that engineering are good at, making technology. Hello, there's another one there. Yeah. Let's see if it will work. There it goes. And because he died, it didn't land. Damn. Oh, there you go, just landed.
Now this may be a bit tricky.
That sounds horrible. Oh, that's why it's attacking me.
Just a wee bit.
And later on in the game, when you've got all your engineering crew, everybody else with like loads of turrets and things like that. It can be insane the amount of turrets you can have as well. So engineers can be a little bit overpowered on the ground. You're back in engineering. Oh, it's a lot. Yeah, let's go. So many of them. Let's turn on the UV light and cook.
Enemy targets on sensors.
On my back. Thanks guys, just stand there, do nothing.
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Alright, but yeah, you might want to deal with like those ones there, those ones there, and those ones there as well. Right. Let's go in the old tube. I'm now on the bridge deck, I think? Yeah.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
Don't recognise them. Although I have played this before, it's been quite a while. So I've probably forgotten as much as I can possibly remember. Let's see if see now these ones I could probably get away with you know, killing, but if I can stun, that is preferred, but you know, I won't be told off for killing these ones. There we go, it's gone.
They're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
What's uncalled for? Defeat the alien intruder. Oh, well, right, let's have a mortar in your face. Hey, good launcher. Good launcher.
We need to talk.
Yeah, the dude, now's not a good time. Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, the name's Daniels. This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future.
Go with that.
I can't tell you how far. Just that it's a future worth protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul. and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us.
It appears to be vibrating.
They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future.
Ah.
Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's only so much I can reveal to you.
Understood.
Trust that we're doing the right thing here.
So,
Time's a factor.
Yeah.
We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites.
So they've come back.
The
messed with
Nakul
time.
ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy.
You come back to stop it. Right.
Someone must have sent a distress call.
He looks so derpy,
Unfortunately,
that character.
Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your ship, at least not alone. We should eliminate the parasites on the ships you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again.
So this is why I didn't want to kill them.
It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Makes sense. Right, let's beam up. Activate.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
Easy enough.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched.
Don't worry, I'll be there to help you in
Please
just a
restore
moment.
those ships and join the fight quickly.
Yep.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. The parasites are gone.
This is Captain Jordy of the USS Myrmidon. What happened? What's going on?
Mule parasites, flying pancakes, attacking you, and now we're going to blow up some dudes from the future.
Parasites? What? Okay, sorry. We're right behind you, Captain. Lead the way.
Acknowledge.
Something's wrong. We're not doing any damage.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed.
Oh
They have
dear.
some kind of temporal shielding.
Of course, yeah, because
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ion destructor.
Right. So I've now got to fight a ship that's like way in advance of mine. Yeah. No pressure. So it's probably come from at least the next generation era. So probably about 100 years more advanced. Maybe even more. They've got like decent time travel technology. I'm assuming they have. Sleep around. Have a torpedo. Yeah. Didn't like that, did you?
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. We do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate, immediately.
Acknowledge. Get close to the station, beam everybody off that I can.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride.
Oh, good. Save Scotty.
Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There she goes. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Oh dear. You left a few people behind. Oh, they're gone.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive in another time.
Yeah, so let's pull the Babylon 4. Right. Let's hope they're alive.
Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites, time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure one of the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
Thank you, Scotty. Give my regards to old Tiberius, Kirk and the crew.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
Understood. And we'll talk soon, and I'm going to need some answers. Let's depart. Let's speak to old Admiral.
Let me get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were a little out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board. But they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir. I'll get myself an engineer, I think.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Let's go with... Okay, just check my build again. Advanced shield restoration. So I want... That basically means my shields will recharge that a little bit faster. Okay, good, that's what I want. Yep, let's equip her. What's she got? Let's give her that. Yep. Let's see what this ship can have. It can have field stabilizing warp core. That's nice. Slightly more powerful photon torpedoes. Yes. So there's some of those. Save that to my loadout. Okay. And what else? I think this is going to be a good point. Can I use that yet? Yep, this is going to be a good point to end the stream. I've gone a little bit over from what I originally planned on doing, which was a couple of hours, and I didn't want to, finish mid-mission because that means I have to redo everything. But I'll just accept this one, then I'll call it a day.
We have a problem at Babel. Corridon rebels have taken several Federation trade officials hostage, and they're threatening to kill them unless the UFP withdraws from the Corridon sector. I'd like you to work with the negotiation team and try to resolve this peacefully.
So I travel to Babel. I get some bits and pieces there, and then I get a choice of a Vulcan, a human, or a Tellarite. That's going to have to be another Tellarite. Well, welcome back. So I'm going to be going in a moment, but just looking at the next mission to see what it is I get. And one of them is a female tactical officer, Tellarite. So I'm thinking this might have to be the other one. Eventually end up with a ship of space dwarfs. Or holograms. So yep, let's accept that. Got to speak to Daniels in sector space. Yep, done that. Okay.
Captain, I need to speak with you in my quarters. I think it's time for that explanation I owe you.
Okay, actually, let's just quickly do this. Then I'll end the stream. So we'll go to...
There's more to this mission than you realize, Captain.
Oh?
Something's not right. I'll explain shortly.
Okay. It's got me slightly concerned. Never mind. Let's have a quick... Yeah, So I've got 2 more levels to go. This is, I think at level 10 is the point where going to the main bulk of the game. But I think, yep, that's going to be a good point to end the stream. Just have a nice little zoom in on the old ship there, just so you get a good view of her. Also, just suddenly realised, yep, Zeb Timet's on my there. Yep. USS Darwin. Okay. Well, thank you very much for everybody who's joined me today. Next stream will probably be, it's Tuesday today, will be on Thursday, and it will be Elder Scrolls Online and the return of the Crimson Judge. I'm going to be trying to keep the same games on the same days, so it will be Tuesdays will be Star Trek, Thursdays will be Elder Scrolls, Sundays will be Lord of the Rings Online. But I'll also be doing, whenever I get the chance, other impromptu streams even, and there'll be other different games, things that I haven't played before, or just like little one-shots and stuff like that. But in the meantime, again, thank you all for who joined me, and live long and prosper. Let's quickly press the right button.